Hello, my name is Sean Stennett. I've lived in Colorado Springs all of my life and watched it grow. I've worked in marketing for much of that time. Let's cultivate a marketing community and tell their stories. This is Marketing Colorado Springs podcast. Introducing Katy Houston of Springs Media. Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Marketing Colorado Springs podcast. I'm here with Katy. Katy, would you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're involved in? And yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for having me. I'm Katy Houston. I'm the media director with Springs Media. We have two platforms, springsmag.com and the Colorado Springs Relocation Guide.
Very cool, very cool. So you're a unique guest of mine. Most of my guests have been entrepreneurs, and so it's really nice to have somebody that's involved in an organization like that. And yeah, I'm really interested in your role. So we'll get right down to brass tacks here. What drew you into media marketing, and how did you get involved with the magazine slash the organization that you're with?
Sure. So I have kind of a weird journey, not the traditional journey. I started college at UCCS right after high school, and it was just unexpectedly, but the best possible surprise ever. I had my son when I was 19, and that kind of derailed the path. So tried to go to college off and on, back and forth. And it became a choice of full-time school or full-time work. And so work one, I became a flight attendant for 10 years for the old Frontier, the old good
Oh,
Frontier back in the day.
the old frontier, the old
Yes,
west. No, I'm just
yes, if you remember the
I,
old good Frontier.
yeah, oh, right.
Um,
Yeah, the good old days.
yeah,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
So anyway, I tried to go back to school a couple times when I was a flight attendant. I would do homework in the airplane and the hotels and like the business center at the hotels and things like that. But
Jeez.
eventually I had to quit again. And so I went full time for a couple years. I think I started in like 2015.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I ran into around 2016 is when I met Jeremy Jones, who's the editor for Springs Magazine at a UCCS intern event
Oh,
that was
cool.
hosted. Laura Urich, she's fantastic. She's the one who organized that event in the communications department at UCCS. And so they had just started the magazine and were looking for interns, obviously. I was familiar with the magazine and I loved it. It's a beautiful print product, but I wasn't quite ready to be part of that yet. So my path actually ended through someone else at UCCS, Lauren Hugg, who was teaching a class, introduced me to the Downtown Partnership. And I was there for 7 years as their kind of started with just social media and then progressed through the years into more marketing, communications, website, SEO, social media, all the things. Um, and then worked for the town of Castle Rock for a little bit and then came here to work for Springsmag.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, did you get your degree in media and marketing, or what is your
Oh,
degree? Just out
I
of
kind of
curiosity.
skipped up. Yeah,
No,
I
it's
got my
fine.
degree finally in 2017. Actually, my son was a freshman at the time that I was graduating at UCCS, so we were there at the same time, which was kind of fun. And yes, I got my degree in strategic organizational communication and leadership.
That's very cool. You're saying all these places like UCCS is so near and dear to my heart. My brother graduated from school there. My ex-wife graduated from school there, and it's just been an awesome program. And I actually grew up in the neighborhood across the street in Cragmore there, and so I would ride my skateboard and get chased by cops there.
And you
So
had all the students like parking on your street that were super annoying.
yeah, yeah. I mean, eventually, I'll tell you what, I grew up here, and so man, I watched that college grow and just take over the whole entire mountainside there. It's
Exactly.
absolutely amazing. But yeah, it's a very special place, and like, we're marketing Colorado Springs. I mean, how cool is that? Like, and I love your story too, how you were just in the right place at the right time, meeting the right folks. So,
Yeah,
everything happens for a reason. I'm a big proponent.
totally.
Yeah. But moving along here, so you get into the magazine. How has that evolved in recent years, especially with the shift towards digital content? You mentioned print media, which and I'm a graphic designer too. I have a heart for print, but how has that evolved with the whole evolution of the digital age?
Yeah. So after COVID, our publisher, John Sawyer, made the decision to move from long form content in a bi-monthly print publication, Springs Magazine, to the digital platform, which let us share shorter content pieces more frequently, kind
Mm,
of getting that information to the people like when it was relevant, more timely. Um, just as you said, like the way that people have consumed media has changed.
yeah.
Um, they're online more, they're looking for quick, mobile friendly stories and real time updates. So just shifting to digital was a strategic move that really set us up for long term growth. And then also, it's helped us. It was a really smart move on his part because it helped us to grow our audience, track engagement in real time, and give our advertisers flexible options with measurable results.
Great. Yeah, that's super huge. Like, right, it just seems like it metamorphosized, right? Like it just kind of
Yeah,
changed what it is, and
yeah,
became the butterfly that it is today. That's so
I know.
cool. That's so
Yeah.
cool. So what makes your magazine in the unique in the local media landscape and what you guys do? What's your competitive advantage, I guess, is that what I would ask.
So I think what's different about Springsmag is that it's created by people who live here, love this city, and they're just deeply passionate about sharing it with others. We're a small team. We're invested in telling about like the best of the people and the experiences that make Colorado Springs such a great place to live.
Yeah.
Um, we focus on best restaurants, local events. We just really try to curate our content and present it in a way that's relevant to our audiences, and we listen to our audiences. We listen to what they want, and we have ongoing dialogue with them about we know what they're looking at. Obviously we track engagement and things like that,
Sure.
but when we look at our metrics, like five best restaurants is our most popular, so we have a huge foodie audience. And we also do in our weekly newsletter the five best things to do this weekend, which kind of was a roundup of, I don't know, before Springsmag, it was like I go scrolling through Facebook events trying to find what am I supposed to do this weekend? Like what's going on? And this is kind of like a one-stop shop for all the fun things that are going on. We do guides from, pumpkin patches to where to find Christmas lights to all the summer concerts in Colorado. So I think that's what sets us apart.
Oh man, that is such great content there. I mean, we're always kind of like, my girlfriend and I, it's like, so what are we gonna do this weekend? It's like,
Yeah, you got to get our newsletter.
right, yeah, exactly. I mean, where have we been? Shoot. So is social media then a big part of that?
For sure. I mean, social media is, you can't, I
Yeah,
think every business knows you can't run a business without social media anymore because you got to meet people where they are. If they're in social, if they're looking at newsletters, everybody's in a different place. And so we kind of have to meet them in those different places. So social media is definitely, especially video, short form content, and then just engaging with our audiences and making sure that it's kind of a two-way with other businesses. We want to support small businesses, so we're looking at their posts and sharing their posts and commenting on their posts, just because we want to see them succeed as well.
that's so awesome. And it seems like, you guys are doing what we're trying to do here, which is just cultivate this community and have everyone grow together. We're stronger together. So, I mean,
Totally.
that's so awesome. And I love the storytelling approach. It's so powerful and effective. So how are local businesses using storytelling to build stronger brands? Speaking of this community.
As far as Springsmag is concerned, I really have to give all that credit to Jeremy Jones, our editor. He's the
Nice.
voice behind Springsmag, has been since the beginning, along with a talented group of local writers that we work with. They
Okay.
just really, like I said, dive deeply into the stories that they're passionate about. And I think that's what sets us apart. We are the community and we write from the community perspective about the things that matter to us.
Hmm.
Um, there's just so much to experience here. So, I think also on the second part of your question about how are businesses using storytelling, I think the most successful businesses are building relationships with their audience.
That's so
Like
good.
I said, responding quickly to reviews and social media and comments, and they're really open about who they are, what they're about, what they stand for.
Mm.
I could give a billion examples. I'm sure you're familiar with like Slice 420, Yobel,
Yeah.
Red Gravy. All these people
Yeah.
are, these are our friends and our neighbors, and you literally know who they are and what they're about. You want to see them succeed.
Yes.
So that's what we're trying to do.
I love it. Like we shake hands, we eat there,
Yeah.
we consume this community. We are all in this together, and so that's super cool. Um, so I with that, I was hoping that you could share maybe an example of a campaign or feature that really resonated with the community in your past efforts.
Sure. So this isn't related to Springsmag, but not that there's tons of things that I'm proud of with Springsmag as well. But
Sure.
I think maybe the most impactful community wise was back during COVID.
Mm.
I was part of something, very small part of something in the beginning called Support the Springs, which was the brainchild of Lauren McKenzie with Ren Creative. When COVID hit, we were just realizing how devastating it was going to be for small businesses. And so she called a meeting, and like a few hours later, there was a dozen of us sitting in her office, just kind of brainstorming what would become Support the Springs. She pulled together web developers and graphic designers and marketing and hospitality folks. And then within, I want to say like a couple of weeks, there was a website launched, and it was an online hub where people could find ways to support the local businesses. They could get real-time updates about news, state, local, regional news. It became a symbol of unity kind of for people to feel connected. I don't know if you remember those yard signs that people
Yeah.
had
Yeah, yeah,
all over.
yeah.
There were several versions, and they were all over the city. It was heartwarming to see. And I don't want to act
Yeah.
like that was definitely all her. And I only played a small part in the very beginning, but it was just so neat to see the community come together when they couldn't like come together.
So cool, so cool. Not to put you on the spot, but I remember seeing those. Do you remember any of the slogans?
I'm going to Google it as we speak. I'm going to
Sorry,
Google it right now. Oh
I'm
my
just
gosh, it's been,
curious. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember what I had for breakfast. So,
Oh, dude,
uh,
I'm the same way. Like, if you're a creative mind like me, it's like I'm going a mile a minute, and I'm lucky to get my kids to the thousand different sports practices and things that we got going on. So,
seriously, I
right.
cannot remember off the top of my head. I'm going to have to just like Google and look at images.
Right, right. And that's okay if you don't see any. I was curious because I totally remember um
Yeah.
seeing those like what a eerie time too. Like and it made it's like nothing's gonna get this community down. You know what it reminded me kind of too is, and I don't know if you were around during the Waldo Canyon fire and the Black Forest fire and all that kind of stuff. It's just like
Yeah.
the community around here just steps up and takes it on, man. And I absolutely love it. And we take care of each other too. So,
It's so true. I mean, in all of my jobs that I've had, I think Downtown Partnership, I worked for Springs Rescue Mission. I've seen,
oh, cool.
that's why I love this city so much. I've just seen the best of it. And I know that no city is perfect. And, we
Sure.
have, everybody has their flaws. I remember hearing Mayor Yemi long before he was mayor. He was on a
Hmm.
podcast. Do you remember the Little London podcast?
I don't know. Uh-uh.
You'll have to Google it. I don't think it's on anymore, but it was fantastic. And
Well,
he said something. Man, he was just a small business owner at the time. I don't think he might have been involved with the chamber, but he said, the way we talk about our city matters. And
yeah.
he's just like, I'm proud to live here. I am proud that this is my city. And it's just so fun to see how far he's come with
Yeah.
that message and how many people have come alongside him and also, feeling that pride.
Yeah, I mean, and it's so great. Like, it's true. People take ownership of this place, And even those who get kind of transplanted here and rooted here, I
Yeah.
mean, Adam with Wolf and Key Marketing is a guy that just is
Mhm.
like didn't always wasn't always here, but he's come here and just owned it. He's got his motorcycles and a club and like all the fun stuff.
He's a friend, and I adore Adam. He really
I do
is. He
too.
should be the spokesperson for Colorado Springs,
I,
honestly.
I'd give him the big skeleton key of the city. Like
Yeah, he should. Yeah, he should run for office. No, maybe not, but yeah, he's great.
I, I told him I had him on the podcast actually, and I told him he has the best mustache in marketing.
That's what he's known for. Lots try to replicate it, but nobody can be quite like Adam.
Right. I told him he looks like, and this is like his MO. He looks like Sherlock Holmes, and he's like he loved it. He's like,
That's
wow.
hilarious. I bet he did love that. Yeah. He's quite the fashionista too. That's not the right term, but you know what I mean? Like his fashion
Yeah,
was fantastic.
dude, right? Like
Yeah.
one of a kind. The kind of an old soul, just super cool dude. But
But the
anyway,
other part, I'm sorry to interrupt you, is that his
please,
heart for
yeah.
business
Oh,
and for bringing people together,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's just, yeah, he is like, he just loves everybody and connects people and it's just great. He's great.
Yeah, Wolf and Key is super cool. If anyone missed that episode, it's just a little design co-op that they have, and there's probably about 7 or 10 creatives working out of that space that are just super great. They have these fabulous events. I went to
Mhm.
the Flannel Fling back in fall, and just
Oh,
super
fun.
cool networking event.
I
And
was there too. I don't think I met
oh,
you.
were you? Oh, okay. I didn't shake your hand, but there was a lot going on. But
Yeah,
anyway,
no, there was a lot of people there. It was great.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Jack with Ragtag is another friend who I've just happened to connect with on LinkedIn and all this kind of stuff. And that's actually kind of how this podcast grew. But so speaking of local networks and businesses, for local businesses trying to get notice, uh, what what advice would you give them from a media director's perspective?
Um, from my personal perspective, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, like, because I
Yeah,
just think relationships are so important. And you just said it yourself, like these networking events is the best thing that you can do. There's
right.
so many organizations. I mean, between the SVDC and the chamber, the multiple chambers,
Yeah.
Downtown Partnership, 1 Million Cups, they're all dedicated to some more supporting economic growth and small businesses.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
workshops and their classes are great, but honestly, the relationships that you build going to their events is so valuable.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think you know, just the wealth of assets that we have here, and just the activity and the way that people are really growth driven, like we've already said, is just so encouraging. So for you, I see that you're sitting in Garden of the Gods right now, which
I
how
am. Isn't it lovely?
gentle breeze is
It is.
not.
It's a little hot.
Oh, dude, yeah, it has been a little hot, but hey, that's August in Colorado Springs. I mean, could be worse. We could be in Texas. Um,
Seriously. Yeah.
that's that's where my brother is. He lives in Austin, but
Oh, bless him. Bless his heart.
right, like, he's like, it's even hot at nighttime, and I was like, ooh, I didn't think about that. Like, it's always
Yeah.
it's always
No
pleasant in
thanks.
Colorado Springs at nighttime, at least. But anyway, what is your favorite part about working in Colorado Springs? I mean, I'm sure we could go on for hours about that.
Yeah. Um, gosh, I mean, it's home. I've lived here for 35 years. I can't imagine living or working anywhere else. Um, again, I'm coming back to repeating myself, a community of collaboration
Yeah,
over competition. Generally speaking, that's my experience. I love seeing businesses lift each other up, just like this podcast. I mean, it's a hub of information for
yeah,
people that are, if you need a web designer, a graphic designer, a marketing agency, a photographer, it's all here. We all want each other to succeed. So that's my favorite part about working in Colorado Springs. Just that supportive community, collaborative community.
yeah. I love that too, because like, you know, I mean, where would we be without all that? And then on top of it all, it's just a beautiful place. I mean, you're sitting in Garden of the Gods right now.
I know.
But all
I
the
know.
amazing things that we have to do and at our disposal, the stellar organizations, I think of Glen Eyrie and the
Mhm.
Navigators and just it's cool too because like growing up here, you see all this happen and you see all these places like Alpamar and all this kind of stuff, and you're like, oh man, they've been here a long time. Like I was involved with Junior Achievement USA, and they're actually headquartered here in Colorado Springs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. And so I worked with a fabulous group of people. Ed Graholski is probably still there, and a handful of others. Just a fabulous marketing team. Nothing but laughs all day long. Just like super cool
That's the
people.
best.
I know, right? Like you go to the round tables in the morning and you're kind of dreading Monday, and then you have your cup of coffee, and like we used to we used to get in trouble because that like Jack Kozłowski would come upstairs and be like, "Hmm," like because we're just laughing, like
That's the
aren't
best.
you
That
guys?
sounds like a great job.
Yeah, it's like aren't you guys supposed to be working? But yeah, I designed like curriculum there, and
Oh, neat.
they are so cool like that. Not to be overly plugging them, but they are they teach financial awareness in schools, and it's a volunteer based program. So,
Oh,
that's prolific here in Colorado Springs, but all over the world actually. So, it's growing.
that's a huge need. I mean, so many kids come out of, I think it's getting better for sure, but so many
Yep.
kids come out of high school and college and they're just like unprepared at how to budget.
Right. Yeah, like I mean, I learned algebra and my 16-year-old is learning trigonometry. But can he balance a checkbook? Like I
Yeah.
don't.
I don't think I can balance a checkbook anymore. I haven't had a checkbook in like 20 years.
I know. I had a guilty tinge on the back of my neck when I said that. So, yeah, yeah. But so for you personally, I wanted to dive in a little bit. Like, what inspires you creatively, both inside and out of work?
So it's kind of like what you just said about the beauty of where we live. I mean, we're
Yeah,
so fortunate to live in a place that 365 days a year it is, I won't say it's beautiful 365. I mean, February, March, I'm ready to escape the frozen tundra for
right.
just a little bit, but I mean, it's gorgeous. And so it's like just being outside in God's creation that inspires me.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
just exploring everything that makes this area so special. The people are also inspiring to me. Just I see like I'm in all these different Facebook groups and I see people, total strangers, helping each other.
yeah,
Um, people ask for help and there's certain, of course, there's those people that are just like looking for handouts or whatever, like looking
sure.
for free things. But I saw a post the other day of this lady who said her husband had died. She was pregnant. She had a 1 year old, and she was trying to pack up her family and move to Florida to move where her family was, and
Oh,
she just didn't have many resources or much money.
yeah.
And all these people, this guy said, "I have a trailer." He's like, get boxes. I will drive your stuff. I will drive it to Florida for you. Somebody's like, if you have a car, I'll drive it for you. These people said, I know you're pregnant. You shouldn't be doing this. We'll help you pack and clean. I was just
Oh,
goosebumps. I was like, this is why
thank
I love this
you.
community. Right?
Oh, gosh, that is so beautiful. I mean, when people come together like that, and it's kind of like what we said with Waldo Canyon, any crisis that this town has ever really faced is like, and sometimes like you read the news and you start doubting humanity, but
Oh, for sure.
it's so nice when there's these, I don't want to say like fluff pieces, but like just heartwarming, like basic human moments where people just do it, and it's just like I remember during Waldo Canyon where there was just an outpouring from the community for the first responders. There was too many people bringing Gatorade and too many people bringing this and that for the firefighters and everything. It's just like,
Yeah.
you guys,
Yeah. Yeah.
right,
We are a good group. We're a good community. I love it.
right. Not to brag, but well, maybe a little.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel blessed to live here.
right, right. So it's the 10th anniversary of Springsmag. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Um, Is there a favorite issue or story from the magazine or a specific milestone that you're proud of uh, in your tenure there?
It's funny you should mention it because we just published an article called our top 10 favorite articles from 10 years. So
Oh,
that's kind of a wrap up of our editor's favorite and all of the whole staff. We all collaborated on our favorite articles. And I've only been here for just a year. So
uh-huh.
I have some of my favorites from the year, but that list is really comprehensive and goes pretty far back. That we have a writer named Stephen Hayward who is
Uh-huh.
hilarious. And if you just Google his name on our website on springsmag.com, it brings up all his articles. But there's one where we sent him to a nude hot springs. That was a hilarious
Oh
article. You
my
should
gosh.
definitely look that one up. It's pretty funny.
Uh,
Um,
Stephen Hayward is his name?
yep, Hayward.
Oh, W-A-R-D. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
pretty funny. Another big one is like I said, our 30 best restaurants guide that we do every year. It's the most read article. The 2025 edition came out now, so you can like download a free PDF from our website.
uh,
And we have a group of writers. It's like,
I'm looking
oops,
at the
oh, you
website.
got it. There
Yeah.
you go.
Uh,
I was like, oh no,
it's,
where did it
so
go?
this is Stephen Hayward here.
Yep.
Some our top favorite. Yeah, let's just take
Right. So there's the article, our top 10 favorites.
a.
And then, but yeah, we do reference the nude hot springs in this one, but he's got some other ones that are hilarious too.
Spoiler alert, like if sensitive eyes, shield your eyes.
Right.
Get the kids in the
It,
room.
there's no photos. Don't worry.
Right. I figured, I figured, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
What a fun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Widener Field, I mean, man, that's a whole topic in itself. I was a huge advocate for, we talked about this for 25 years about bringing the Sky Sox downtown. And when they brought the Switchbacks downtown and had the stadium and like the cool concerts that go on there, my friends actually in a band called the Slates did like their team song, and it's super fun, like punk rock anthem moment hype. Oh, the Kimball Theater. I mean, like there's just so many things that just like if you know, you know,
Yeah. Exactly.
you're a part of this community, like all of this stuff just comes jumping off the page to you. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely check out Springs Mag. And I mean, what a great resource. Man, who doesn't love eating?
We have
Right,
some good food. Yep,
right.
for
And then
sure.
I'm a big music guy too, and so free concerts in the Springs, yeah, you bet. And like you said, the five things to do. I mean, this is so cool. Like for me, you sold me, right? Like,
Oh,
uh,
yay.
right, yeah, exactly, exactly. So too cool, too cool. Well, I love it. Yeah, you made me lose track because I'm just so excited about Springs Mag.
There's
Um,
so much good stuff. Well, and that's just it. There's so much good going on that we
yeah,
just try to kind of condense it into digestible guides for you. So you don't have to go looking everywhere. It's like, here's all the things.
right. Yeah, it seems like it's a nice condensed format. It's not heavy reads. It's not like, oh man, like what's this article about? Like, just nice digestible pieces. So that's very cool. That's very cool. So, looking forward to the future. What's next for Colorado Springs Mag? Are there any projects or features coming up that you're excited about, or that we can talk about? Not that we want to, you know, blow the lid off.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad you asked because you're the first I'm actually allowed to talk about this with. We're launching a People's Choice Awards. So we do polls in our articles all the time, and we get great engagement with these polls, kind of like the one you were just looking at. We get great engagements with the best restaurant polls and like, what's your favorite? Everything where we're doing a list, we're asking others like, what did we miss? Tell us.
Yeah.
But now we really want to do this and like take it up to another level and just give our readers the opportunity to nominate and vote for their favorite businesses, but also give those businesses the recognition that they deserve.
Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. Is there, so you mentioned there's a way to like vote and interact on the
There
website?
will be. I'm busy. We are all busy behind the scenes, kind of getting it all set up, getting the website set up, and the nomination process we're hoping will start in the next month or so.
Ooh.
We just have to get all the kind of the back end work done first.
I love that. Yeah. There's it's funny. I'm a web designer, so I'm thinking in the back of my mind like, well, there's probably quite a bit of web development that's happening here.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's got to all function and work and ebb and flow. But yeah, that's super exciting, Katie. Wow, what an adventure that you're on. Are there any upcoming events or
Yeah.
happenings that we should know about with Springsmag? Is there going to be a big gala or celebration? What you guys got going on?
So this Saturday at Rocky Mountain Flower Fest, which is one of we're sponsor. It's just it's a beautiful event. I mean, it's like the best of Colorado Springs. It's live music, it's beautiful flowers, it's outside, like music, dancing, vendors, artists. It's just, have you ever been to the flower farm at
I,
Venatucci?
oh yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh.
So Venatucci's been famous for their pumpkins, right? But now it's been turned over. It's now they're growing flowers, and
Okay.
they have all these. This is kind of the big event, but throughout the growing season, they have like sunflower days, or they have dahlia days, or where you can go pick these particular flowers, and you can at Flower Fest you can make flower crowns, and there's all kinds of arts and crafts for kids. It's going to be amazing, but we're also making that our 10th anniversary party, so it would be amazing if anybody wanted to come and just hang out and say hi to us over at the Springsmag tent and raise a toast to our 10 years.
Wow, and that's tomorrow, Saturday.
Oh my gosh, is today Friday? Yes, that's tomorrow. Thanks for
Okay,
looking.
we're living in the same world. I mean,
Sure is,
uh,
sure is.
so I probably won't publish this website, but or I probably won't publish this episode by then. But what I'll
Okay,
do is I need to be better at this. I'm gonna make a little reel and short video for
okay.
our YouTube and socials. So I will make sure to include that. Um,
Well, then the best way to know about like the things that are going on is just in our newsletter, which comes out every Thursday, the 5 best things to do this weekend. And then we also sometimes we can't fit it into five, so we'll also say, and here's some other great things going on. So
nice.
that's just the best way to find out. It's actually it came out yesterday. So yeah, if you're not on the newsletter list, you're missing out.
Missing out. Well, get with it, people. In fact, I'll guilty. I gotta subscribe too, but I'm going to,
I
because
can do it for you if I have your permission.
yes, please.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's so amazing. Like, what a wealth of awesome fun that you can have. Like, hey, if you haven't been I feel like if you haven't been a part of this, you've truly been missing out. This is so awesome.
Mhm.
Everything
Yay.
that you guys do. So remind me, we have springsmag.com, and what was the other one? I'm sorry.
Oh, so Colorado Springs Relocation Guide is a print, and but there's a website at springsrelocationguide.com. And so if anyone is this is we partner with the chamber. We print 10,000 copies every year. It just comes out once a year.
Okay.
Goes out to all the military bases, schools, developers, realtors, and it's kind of just a wealth of information, your Bible, as you might call it, for someone that's relocating to or within the city.
That's
Talks about neighborhoods and healthcare and schools and all of those things.
wow, 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 wow. Very awesome. I'm so impressed. And, I'm hard to impress because I've lived here all my life. I know everything about this place. I'm learning that I don't know everything about this place. I
Oh,
need I need to be plugged in with you guys and make the know-how happen. So, man, thank you so much for joining me, Katie. We're about wrapping up here. And I have a little sign off that I've been showcasing. We're trending upward, Colorado Springs. So,
so
uh,
good.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much again for joining me. It's been such a pleasure.
Yes. Thanks so much for asking me. It was so great. Thanks.
All right, bye bye.